Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Stacy and I am coming to you from Detroit, Michigan, where I live with my husband Doug, our daughter Eliza, and our pug Esther. Today is January 11th, also known as my nephew's birthday. Happy birthday, Avery. And I am actually home with my sick daughter. She has a stomach bug right now and she's kind of getting over it, but she decided to take a nap. And I realized that I have not filmed anything in a really long time. So I have some stuff to show you. I have some finished objects and some really fun works in progress, as well as 2 projects that I'm planning to get on the needles in the next few weeks. Actually 3 projects in the next few weeks. If I sound weird, I'm getting out of a really bad upper respiratory infection, ear infection, and sinus infection. It all started during winter break. I believe I got sick the 23rd of December and it's still lingering. I was on antibiotics and did all of that stuff and I still can't quite hear out of my left ear. And now that I'm talking out loud, I'm kind of really conscious of it. So I have no idea how loud I am. I have no idea how I sound. So we're just going to roll with it. But I feel great. It's just this situation. But let's get right into it. I have several finished objects, but a couple of them were gifts. And so I don't have them to show you. I knit a hat. I knit my mom her Saturday shrug, which I don't think I fully showed. I don't remember if it was done last time I filmed. And then last time I filmed, I talked about my latest mini mock neck tank by Jessie Maed Designs. And this is knit out of the Lamb and Kid trio in the... I think I did this last time too. Oh goodness. It's a colorway from the Italy collection. Oh no. I really thought I had this. It's not Bellini, it's not Radish, it is something else. It'll be in the show notes below. I'm so sorry that I forgot the name. But I love it. I knit a 2X to give me an extra large. I'm a tight knitter, so I always have to go up a size or 2 to get a size that I want in a fabric that I want. It's just the way it goes. But I love it. It fits really well. I really love wearing these underneath flannels. I was in a Lions mood, so I'm wearing that because I'm very pumped about the Detroit Lions. Yeah, but this is just a great layering piece and I really love it. I finished this, I think at the beginning of December, end of November, somewhere in there. But I love it. This is my 3rd personal one. I have knit 4, but this is 3rd in my knit wardrobe. The 4th one I knit, which is my other finished object, it's not blocked. This is the one I knit for my sister Alyssa for Christmas. So I was sick during Christmas. I didn't get to go, and I also was just not done with presents at all at Christmas. And I was really ambitious and wanted to knit both of my sisters these tank tops. And I told them, I was like, listen, they're coming. This is what I did for you for Christmas. You'll get them in the next few months. And they're like, yeah, absolutely, that's fine. So this is Alyssa's. I knit the size medium for her. This is not blocked yet. It needs to get washed because it has so much Esther hair in it. And I need to weave in the ends. But this is also the Lamb and Kid trio. It's a merino nylon cashmere base, and I really, really love it for this project. And I love the colorway. So this is the colorway Bootcut, and this is very color accurate. It's a very dark blue that leans teal, but I wouldn't necessarily call it teal. Maybe even like a cadet blue might be a better way. And I knit this with like a skein and a little bit of number 2. And I didn't start alternating skeins until like down here. And it's beautiful. I really love it. And this will go really well with Alyssa. And she has these beautiful blue eyes. So I think this will just look stunning on her. I love her in this color. So I cannot wait to give her that next time I see her, but I do need to block it and weave in the ends. And then that brings me up to one of my next cast-ons. I was planning to cast this on a while ago, but I got distracted by a knit that I'll share with you next. But I am knitting my other sister, my oldest sister, Kelly, the same size, same pattern, a mini mock neck mini mock neck tank by Jessie Maed, size medium. And this is the Loam colorway, which is this beautiful dark earthy green that definitely leans the warmer side, and this just suits Kelly so much. I love this color too, and I will probably knit myself one in this color. But yeah, so it's actually funny because my latest one, this is like the perfect representation of us three. Growing up, we all had our favorite colors, and so Kelly's was green, mine was pink, and Alyssa's was yellow. But stuff didn't always come in yellow, so Alyssa got blue a lot of the time because my parents would get us the same thing in different colors, which is just, it's really funny. Like all of us have like similar ornaments, or we'd get the same sweatshirt, or our Easter baskets would be in certain color cellophane. And it makes me really happy that it's like the grown-up version of those colors that I'm knitting these tank tops in. So that will be on the needle soon. But what took over that cast on spot is something I cast on kind of on a whim, inspired by so many people knitting pressed flowers patterns. Part of this is due to the I Can Buy Myself Flowers knit along hosted by Young Folk Knits, and oh, I'm so sorry, I'm blanking, but it's being hosted by 2 people, and I think it ends at the end of January. I'm not going to get done in time, but a lot of people are knitting pressed flowers, shawls, hats, cowls, sweaters, and I was originally going to cast on my pressed flowers pullover, which I have yarn for, but then I was thinking about my pressed flower shawl, which has been on the needles for almost 2-3 years, somewhere like that, and I think I'm gonna frog it. I just have no desire to work on it, but I really loved the dark golden brown color with a pink. And I saw Reshma of Hello Lavender knit hers in similar colors to that, including a Spincycle colorway called Pale September, which is a custom colorway for Shop La Mercerie. And I have a bunch of that because I think it's the most perfect Spincycle ever. And I also had a sweater quantity of let me see, I want to get this right, Moonspun, which is the collaboration between Spincycle and Moondrake. It is the same base as dyed in the wool, but dyed by Moondrake. So I had a sweater quantity of that. And then I also really wanted to knit a sweater for my 30th birthday, which is in February. And I just wanted to knit something special because I have a lot of feelings around my 30th birthday. And yeah, I just wanted to do something a little special. So I cast on the Pressed Flowers cardigan. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I'm trying really hard not to cough. Okay. So, Pressed Flowers Cardigan by Amy Christoffers, and this is where I'm at. I cast this on the first of the year, and I am almost to the 8th flower, I think. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I'm on the 8th flower, which I think is the technical last flower of the body of the sweater, but I think I'm going to do one more repeat of the pattern, which is 2 flowers, just to make it a little bit longer. I want this to kind of hit right below my hip, and I really am nervous that my bust size and like the extra oomph here is going to shorten the body, because that happens a lot. If you have a larger bust, you kind of need to knit longer in order for it to hit where it's supposed to. So sorry. So I think I'm going to do that, but I am so happy. So the main color, like I said, is the Moonspun in the colorway Toffee. And the color changing yarn, the flowers, is Spincycle Dyed in the Wool Pale September. And I just, Pale September, is this what I'm working with? Yes. Is these beautiful peachy, lavender, orangey, yellow colors. It's almost like a sunset. Here's another skein of it. And I love this. I have, I think, 5 skeins of this colorway. So I have plenty to make this sweater, and I have plenty to make it longer, which makes me very happy. And I've also never knit a cardigan bottom up. So my hope is that I can finish the body relatively soon. And then that way I'm just focusing on sleeves and the button band in February. Because me and my friends are going to celebrate our 30th birthday together. All of us turn 30 in February. And we're going to Arizona for a friend trip. And I would really love to take finished object photos in the desert. I think that would be lovely. I'm excited. I've never been to Arizona. It's going to be a good time, but I cannot put this down. This is all I want to knit on. I'm knitting the size 53, which felt a little bit big. My gauge is slightly tight, but I think it'll be fine once I block it out, because this yarn blooms. But I took my favorite zip-up hoodie that fits exactly like I want the sweater to fit, and I measured the bust of that sweater zipped, and it was 53 inches. And I was like, this is perfect. I'm going to knit the same size, and I cannot wait. It's so beautiful. So I'm hoping to finish up the 8th flower and maybe start the 9th flower tonight. I have a lot of knitting time. There's a lot of snuggle time with Eliza when she's sick. So I think I'll be able to get through that, but I'm really I'm so in love with this sweater. It's making me excited, and I'm really happy that I went with this color combination, and I'm happy I went with the cardigan over the pullover. I think it's going to be exactly what I want for my wardrobe, just an oversized, fun, almost like grandma chic cardigan. I really could stare at this all day. It makes me so happy. And I just love the colors. So, Pressed Flowers cardigan, highly recommend. I know not everyone loves mosaic knitting, but I really do. I think the instructions are very clear. I've also read ahead to see how all of the excuse me, shaping works, and I think it'll be fine. We'll see. A little nervous about how it all works and comes together, but I think it's going to be worth the effort. So this is what I will be knitting after I upload this video, because and the fabric is so squishy. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I need to figure out what I'm going to put under this and what's going to look good under it. But yes, I love it so much. And it's just a very special project because it's for my 30th birthday. And I work on my birthday, so I think I'll also wear this to work if it is finished. And that's really everything I'm working on and have finished. I really lost my knitting mojo there for a little bit, and I was also sick for 2 weeks, so I wasn't really knitting then either. But I am starting to get that itch. I do it every year. Last year I hit the ground running, and this year I'm going to continue what I started last year with my knitting journey, which is being really intentional about what I like to wear and what is practical rather than trendy. Which is funny because some of the patterns I'm talking about are very trendy, but this has been sitting in my queue since it came out, and I just wasn't in the right mindset. So it took me a while, but I'm finally knitting this thing that I love, and I'm also letting myself release the pressed flower shawl, which I love, but is not really something I'm going to wear. So this is kind of this beautiful reminder of that project, along with a special birthday project for me. And so with that, I have some fun knits. A fun knit that I'm thinking about casting on. I don't know if I will, but Spincycle just announced they're doing a Musselburgh hat knit-along, and I really want to make more hats, and I really have enjoyed wearing bright hats and fun hats. I wear my neon pink Manhattan hat all the time, so I wanted to knit a Musselburgh hat for a while, and I have some stuff in my stash that would be perfect for it. So I pulled out these, which are very Stacy colors. This is just a very on-brand color palette. So I'm thinking about, I don't know if I'm going to, but I'm thinking about using these as my Musselburgh hat and doing 1/2 in the mint and 1/2 in the pink. So this is Spincycle Dyed in the Wool Deep Bump, which is a wonderful greeny mint aqua situation, held with my Mysore alpaca base, which I call Cloud, in the mint colorway. So that would be nice. And then I also have Cloud in Eloise, and this is Spincycle Cloud 9, which I got in Seattle at Flock Fiber Festival. This is from Pearl 2 Walla Walla. This is their exclusive colorway, which I love. It's such a beautiful color. But yeah, I just think this would be really fun, a mindless knit. It's mostly just round and round in stockinette, which is my favorite kind of pattern. So I'm contemplating casting that on, but I'm not entirely sure. But it looked like a fun knit along. I love Spincycle. I have some in my stash, and so I thought it might be worthwhile to look at some options. The other sweater that I'm looking to cast on, and might be my birthday cast on, because I like to cast on something for my birthday every year, is the, I've talked about it all last year. It is the Snowy Forest sweater by Midori Hirose, and I've wanted to knit this for years, and I did buy yarn for it. I bought the Lamb Kid Todd. This is actually my birthday present to myself last year. This is Lamb Kid Todd in Grand Forest. And I also bought Birdie from Diamond Laine in base camp, and I was gonna hold these together, and I did start the sweater, but base camp is a little bluer than I anticipated, and I realized that I want this to be a darker green rather than a gems, that's not right, I was a gemstone, jewel tone, that's the language, instead of the jewel tone that this was turning into. So Lambing Kid had a sale at the end of the year, and I grabbed Birdie in Loam to hold with Grand Forest, and I think this is going to grunge it and darken it the way that I want it to be, and I think this is going to be really good, because this is just a little too, I didn't love it. So if anybody actually wants to trade for 3 skeins of base camp Birdie for something, maybe, but yeah, I really think this is going to be great, and I want the sweater to be fuzzy and lofty and beautiful. So I think this is the perfect combination. I just, look at that. It's so beautiful. So this will be going on the needles probably sometime in February or March, or maybe at the end of the year. I don't know, but this is a plan, and I'm just really, really happy about this. Because I've had this yarn sitting in my stash for almost a year, and now I found its perfect mate. And that is everything. Again, I'm just not super, I don't have a ton of knitting mojo, and all the knitting mojo I have has gone into this sweater. Yeah, that is about it. I did want to give you a little update about my mom, which is good news. So for those of you who have been here for a while, you already know this, but for those of you who haven't, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer in August, and she's been doing chemo since then, and she finished chemo on the 29th of December and is now doing her 2 positive treatment, and then she will have surgery and then radiation along with her 2 positive treatment, which will go through, I think, September or something like that, but she's handling everything very well. Her scans look really great, and so I just want to thank everybody for the well wishes, the prayers, the thoughts, the good vibes, everything, because it's working and everything is okay right now. So hopefully it just keeps going that way. And it was just a lovely thing. The whole family was together for her bell ringing when she finished chemo, and it was just really beautiful. So I just want to give you that good news update, because it's just really nice that that's what's happening. I think that's it. That's all I have. I will probably, I'm hoping to go back to my monthly check-ins about what I've been knitting, what I've completed, what I'm working on, what I like, what I'm thinking about. But I'm also just gonna kind of play it by ear this year. I have no idea what's gonna happen, so I'm just gonna give myself some room. But I am going to start my Patreon vlogs again, probably the next week or so. Once I start feeling better, that'll start up again. And that will be like daily vlogs and blog posts and stuff like that. If anyone's interested, the link is below. And with that, I will see you soon.